Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're doing another episode of Indie Props, and we're going to be covering this Airsoft Webley here. This is a fairly common gun in the indie community, and it can be found in lots of different places. I think you can get it off of Amazon, eBay, eVike, any place that sells airsoft weapons in a mass quantity will probably have this thing. It goes for around 100 to 120 bucks. I got this one off of eBay at a steal for only 80. And the only reason I got it is because of my Indiana Jones sequel that's going to have a Last Crusade flavor to it. For those that have been following this channel, I've already weathered my jacket and produced Henry Jones Sr.'s hat and a few other things, and this is one of the other props that I've gotten for that upcoming film. It is a pretty nice piece. Is it worth 80 bucks? No. But I needed to get something that would look good on screen, therefore it needs to have moving parts, which this one does. Like the one I used in my last film, you got to be able to pull the trigger. The cylinder has to rotate and the hammer has to come back. You can also fire it in single action, which is nice. For those of you that actually want to use this in an airsoft arena, it is CO2 powered in the handle here. I obviously don't care about that. This thing is never going to see any kind of action other than my film. It is a very, very nice piece, just not worth the 80 bucks. The one that I got for my previous film was only 35. So by comparison, this is a spendy SOB. The other side here, you've got the release button. So it's got the top brake, just like the real Webley does, used in the films. And it's got the bullets, just like my last one did. So if I decide to empty the cylinder and reload on screen, I mean, this thing is going to look great. So pretty happy with it. It's also got the black handle, just like in the film, and the lanyard ring, just like in the film. It's also mostly metal. The whole upper section here is complete metal. The only part that's plastic are the grips here. So it also weighs quite a bit. I'm not really looking forward to...
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It almost weighs what a real gun would. Mm-hmm. Not a real Webley. A real Webley weighs a ton. But yeah, having this thing on my hip, not really looking forward to that. There's a reason that I went with a Smith & Wesson, because it's a much smaller, compact gun, and it's a little bit easier to do action scenes with it. But, you know, I'm going for a certain flavor with my next film, and I need this gun for it, so that's why I got it. It did come with an orange tip on it, like all airsoft guns do. I was able to remove that tip. Basically all I did was I heated it up with a cigarette lighter and then just pulled it out with a pair of pliers. And then I just took some black paint and painted the inside of the barrel there.
Do not recommend it, only because we're doing it for a movie and need it to be looking like it's real.
Well, by law it has to have an orange tip in order to be shipped or sold. Once you have the gun, there is no law against removing the tip.
Really? I would
that
still
being said, you know, while we're on set and firing weapons, we always try and make sure that the local police are notified if necessary, or that we're going to be out in the middle of nowhere. This one, we're going to have a big shootout in a graveyard, which is perfect because there isn't going to be anybody there.
Well, there will be. They just, you know, won't care because they're, you know, dead.
Yeah, there's going to be another one outside of a hotel. We will deal with those headaches as they come. And then, of course, the motorcycle chase, where I will probably be firing my weapon as well. So, just a couple things to look forward to in my next film.
I'm sure it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. This is the gun. If you want to get one that has moving parts, this is basically your only option. So... yeah, just something to keep in mind. It is a little bit expensive. Is it worth it? No. But it is a very, very nice piece. And your other options out there for a replica Webley will not have any moving parts and possibly cost even more. There's a guy on Etsy that makes resin copies of the Webley, And if you want a completely painted Webley replica from him, that's going to run you about what this one does. So why not get the one that has the moving parts? So yeah, when it comes to the Webley, you kind of got to pick your poison. I mean, Webleys are going to be expensive no matter what, whether they're props, replicas, or the real thing. You're always going to pay more for the Webley than you do for the pistol used in the other films. But a lot of people really like this gun because it's just a classic piece of British history, and it's also very unique, especially with the top break and how it's loaded and all those things. So anyway, if you want a replica Webley, I would highly, highly recommend this one because the other ones are going to be roughly in the same ballpark as far as price goes, and they're just not going to be able to compare to this one. So yeah, that being said, I would buy this gun again because I need it. I am still going to continue to complain about the price, but it is what it is. So yeah, go with the Airsoft Webley if you're wanting a good indie Webley. I really honestly would not recommend anything other than this gun. So thanks for watching and have a good day. We'll see you in the next episode.